Hello everybody and welcome to week 6 of Analyzing Data with Python from the Global Online Academy. I am your host, Mr. Ingrassia, but you knew that already. Here's the things you're going to have to do during week 6. I've got Canvas open up here. We're going to be talking about classes and objects this week. So this means we're going to be in the heart of object-oriented design. Here in the orientation section, we've got our week at a glance, which shows you, as always, the calendar of what you need to do when. You'll notice there's a couple of video lessons, a group Skype session, a discussion thread, a quiz, and a programming assignment. Now, if I go back to Canvas, you'll see that you're obviously watching this welcome video right now. There are 2 video lessons. One has all the material, all the syntax, all the new features you need to learn about for classes, and the other one reinforces that material. It's me implementing things that were taught in the 6A video, implementing them in idle so you can see actual examples of what Python is going to look like. This is one that I think that would work best if you sort of typed along with me to see what was going on. There are 2 social interaction activities required this week. One of them, I need to have a Skype group session. You can join in either Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, or Thursday evening. Those are your choices. I'm hoping all of you can make one of those. Tuesday, it's going to be at 10 p.m. my time, Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. On Wednesday, it's at midnight Eastern Time, 11 Central Time, 9 p.m. Pacific Time. Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully you can find one of those 3 that you can make. The way I'm going to do it, instead of you signing up in advance, I'm going to open up Skype at these times. Each of these 3 times, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. If you are logged on to Skype, I will include you in the group Skype session. If you're not logged on, I'll assume that that's not a time that you can join us. If you are completely, positively, absolutely unable to join any of these 3 sessions, you have to get in touch with me before the start of the last scheduled session, or this one will be marked as a 0. This is either a you were there or you were not, worth 3 points in the non-programming assignments part of your grade. So I just need to have us talking together about what's going on in the course so far and talk a little bit about what you should be expecting with everybody's spring breaks coming up. Okay, let's go back and see what else you've got to do. There is a discussion thread that you're required to contribute to this week. On purpose, in the classes video lecture, I didn't put every single bit of information about classes that you could possibly learn about Python. I'd like you to do some digging on your own. So I've started a discussion here. And in this discussion database, you're going to make at least 2 posts. Here's your rules. Each post has to include some technical information that could be useful to a Python programmer. Something that you'd like to see. Something that you'd like somebody else to be typing in for you. This could include explanations, it could include sample code, it could include clarifications to things that didn't seem too clear when I explained it, and so on. Each post has to reference at least one of the sources that you guys collectively identified as our crowdsourced Python resource list earlier in the course. So you might put something in that says, you know, you can do such and such with classes in Python, and here's a reference to where somebody discusses that in stackoverflow.com or in learnpython.com or what any of the others are. Include a link to where interested students could get more information. So this ensures me that you're doing a little bit of research to find out what to write about. And the link could be to any of the resources. It doesn't have to just be to the ones that you contributed. You may find that somebody else put in a resource that you think is really great here. And 5 of you could be using the same resource, but your posts have to be a little bit different than each other. You have to post at least twice. One of your posts has to be a reply to a fellow student's post, so that I know you're reading each other's things. I'd encourage you to do more than 2 posts, but the minimum that you have to do to earn credit for this is 2. I will be grading these Saturday morning, March 7th, and I get up pretty early, and I'm in the earliest of our 3 time zones. So you need to be done with your posting by then, or it may still be useful to you, but you won't get any credit for it. So I've put in some prompts to get you started. Here, use this thread to discuss the __init__ function. That'll mean something to you after you've looked at our 6A video. Your entries have to include information beyond the stuff I put in the video. You want to talk about init, you'd click this reply right here. Use this thread to discuss the special function str. I didn't talk about that one in the video, but it's something that's useful to know about. What does it do? How do you use it? Why would you want to? Respond to any or all parts of that. If you want to reply in this thread, start typing under this reply. What are some of the other predefined function names that you could use besides init and str? Reply here. How do you build a hierarchy of classes in Python? That is, a subclass of another class. If you want to talk about that, reply here. If none of those appeal to you, that's 4 possibilities, then you can start your own thread. You want to do that? Start your own thread up here. Once this gets populated with a bunch of you putting things in, there will be plenty of places for you to participate. I'm hoping to read some really interesting things. Okay, let's go back to the list of things to do this week. You've got a quiz. This week's quiz is much shorter than before. Only 5 or 6 questions. Last week we had 14 of them. This week only 5 or 6. It shouldn't take you very long. And then a programming assignment, as always. I mean, after all, this is a programming course. So, get to it. Get to things right away. Don't wait till the last minute to do everything. And as always, happy programming.